Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. While preparation is valuable, spending excessive time getting ready can delay actual progress. Over-preparing might become a form of procrastination, preventing you from ever starting the task. Sometimes, the situation requires immediate action, even if you're not fully prepared. Balance your preparation with timely execution. Assess what is truly necessary before taking action, but don't let perfectionism hold you back. Start with the resources you have and be willing to adapt as you go. Recognize when it's time to stop planning and start doing. A goal without a plan is just a wish. Overemphasizing planning can stifle spontaneity and creativity. Not every aspiration requires a detailed roadmap. Sometimes, rigid plans can limit opportunities for unexpected growth. Dreams can evolve organically without being confined to strict plans. Set your goals, but remain flexible in how you achieve them. Allow yourself to take intuitive steps toward your desires, adapting your approach as you learn and grow. Embrace the journey, understanding that plans can change, and that's okay. Failing to plan is planning to fail. This perspective might instill fear of taking action without a perfect plan, leading to analysis paralysis. Over-planning doesn't guarantee success and can prevent you from seizing opportunities that arise unexpectedly. Sometimes, action is better than inaction, even if the plan isn't flawless. While planning has its place, don't let it become an obstacle to starting. Be willing to take calculated risks and learn from the outcomes. Embrace flexibility and be prepared to adjust your course based on real-world experiences. Plans are nothing. Planning is everything. If plans themselves are considered nothing, it may seem futile to create them. This mindset could lead to undervaluing the effort put into planning. It might cause confusion about the importance of the end goals versus the process. Focus on the insights and preparedness gained during the planning process rather than fixating on the plan itself. Use planning as a tool to increase adaptability and readiness for change. Be open to modifying your plans as new information and situations arise. Strategy without tactics is the slowest route to victory. Tactics without strategy is the noise before defeat. Striving for the perfect balance between strategy and tactics can be overwhelming. This pressure might hinder you from taking any action at all. Overanalyzing can paralyze progress, making the pursuit of goals seem more complicated than necessary. Begin with what you have, whether it's a strategy or tactics, and build from there. Allow yourself to learn and adjust as you move forward. Remember that imperfect action is better than perfect inaction. Refine your approach along the way. By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. This statement might create anxiety around preparation, suggesting that any lack could lead directly to failure. It can discourage spontaneity and the ability to adapt on the fly. Overemphasis on preparation may ignore the value of learning through experience. Prepare reasonably, but recognize that you can't anticipate everything. Cultivate adaptability and resilience to handle unforeseen challenges. Trust in your ability to navigate situations even when they're not fully planned out. If you don't know where you are going, you'll end up someplace else. Not having a fixed destination isn't necessarily negative. It can allow for exploration and unexpected opportunities. This quote might discourage embracing the journey and being open to new paths that weren't part of the original plan. Set general intentions, but remain open to where life leads you. Allow yourself the flexibility to change direction as you discover new interests and opportunities. Sometimes, the most fulfilling destinations are ones you didn't initially set out to find. Someone's sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago. Focusing too much on future benefits can lead to sacrificing present happiness. This mindset might pressure you to prioritize long-term gains over current well-being, potentially causing you to miss out on living in the moment. Strive for a balance between planning for the future and enjoying the present. Make decisions that contribute to long-term goals without neglecting your current needs and happiness. Remember that it's important to nurture yourself now while also considering the legacy you leave. An hour of planning can save you 10 hours of doing. While planning can increase efficiency, over-planning may result in missed opportunities and delayed action. Not all problems can be solved through planning alone. Some require real-world engagement and adaptation. Allocate time for planning, but don't let it prevent you from taking action. Use your plans as flexible guides rather than strict rules. Be willing to adjust your approach based on experience and feedback as you move forward. A good plan violently executed now is better than a perfect plan executed next week. Advocating for immediate and forceful action can encourage rash decisions. This mindset might lead to overlooking important details or ethical considerations. Acting without adequate thought can cause unnecessary mistakes or harm. Aim for a balance between timely action and thoughtful preparation. Make informed decisions and move forward confidently, but don't rush to the point of negligence. Consider the potential consequences and strive for effective, not just immediate, execution. However beautiful the strategy, you should occasionally look at the results. Focusing too much on results can sometimes stifle innovation and discourage risk-taking. Constantly scrutinizing outcomes may lead to short-term thinking and impatience, causing you to abandon a solid strategy prematurely. Overemphasis on results might also overlook the learning and growth that occur during the process. Balance your attention between strategy and outcomes. Allow your plans enough time to unfold before making judgments. Reflect on both the results and the experiences gained along the way. Adjust your approach as needed, but don't let immediate outcomes dictate all your decisions. Planning is bringing the future into the present so that you can do something about it now. Overemphasizing the future can make you lose sight of the present moment. Constantly planning ahead might create anxiety and prevent you from appreciating current opportunities. This mindset may also lead to neglecting spontaneous experiences that could enrich your life. While it's important to prepare for the future, remember to stay grounded in the present. Take actionable steps today that align with your goals, but also allow yourself to embrace unforeseen opportunities. Find a balance between planning ahead and living in the moment. It takes as much energy to wish as it does to plan. Wishing and planning are fundamentally different. Equating them might undervalue the effort required for effective planning. Wishing can be a passive activity, whereas planning demands critical thinking and commitment. Assuming they require the same energy may lead to inadequate preparation. Recognize that turning wishes into reality requires deliberate planning and action. Invest time and effort into creating concrete plans that move you toward your goals. Embrace the responsibility of shaping your future rather than relying on hopeful thinking alone. If you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's plan. This perspective might overlook the value of collaboration and learning from others. Rigidly focusing on your own plan can isolate you and close off beneficial influences. It may also imply that following someone else's plan is inherently negative, disregarding the potential for mentorship and growth. While it's important to have personal goals, remain open to guidance and collaboration. Seek input from others to enhance your life plan without losing your individuality. Balance self-direction with the wisdom and opportunities that others can offer. The essence of strategy is choosing what not to do. Focusing mainly on what to avoid may limit creativity and exploration. This approach might lead to a defensive strategy rather than an innovative one. By concentrating on exclusions, you might miss out on opportunities that don't fit into predefined criteria. While it's crucial to set boundaries, also prioritize identifying positive actions to take. Encourage innovation by considering new possibilities before dismissing them. Develop a strategy that includes both clear objectives and an openness to adapt as needed. Good fortune is what happens when opportunity meets with planning. This view may downplay the role of uncontrollable factors like luck or timing. It suggests that planning guarantees success, which isn't always the case. Such a belief might lead to self-blame when plans don't yield the desired results despite best efforts. Acknowledge that while planning increases your chances of success, external factors also play a significant role. Prepare diligently and stay alert to opportunities, but practice self-compassion if things don't go as planned. Adaptability is key in navigating unforeseen circumstances. Without strategy, execution is aimless. Without execution, strategy is useless. Striving for perfect harmony between strategy and execution can create pressure and delay action. Overemphasis on this balance might lead to inaction due to fear of misalignment. Sometimes, overplanning can hinder the flexibility needed during execution. Begin by taking actionable steps, even if your strategy isn't fully refined. Allow your experiences during execution to inform and adjust your strategy. Embrace a dynamic relationship between planning and doing, where both elements evolve together. You can't plow a field simply by turning it over in your mind. While action is essential, dismissing the importance of thought and planning can lead to hasty decisions. Acting without adequate preparation might cause unnecessary mistakes. This mindset might undervalue the benefits of reflection before taking action. Balance your intentions with thoughtful planning and decisive action. Take time to consider the best approach before moving forward. Combining careful preparation with execution can enhance effectiveness and reduce the likelihood of setbacks. Clear vision, backed by definite plans, gives you a tremendous feeling of confidence and personal power. Relying heavily on plans for confidence can be destabilizing if circumstances change. This dependence might make you vulnerable to discouragement when faced with unexpected obstacles. Overconfidence in rigid plans may also hinder adaptability. Build confidence in your ability to adapt as well as in your plans. Maintain a clear vision, but remain flexible in your approach. Embrace change as an opportunity to grow, adjusting your plans as needed while staying true to your core goals. The more the plans fail, the more the planners plan. Persistently making new plans after failures can become a cycle that avoids addressing underlying issues. Overplanning might serve as a way to delay taking action or confronting challenges. This pattern can hinder progress and lead to frustration. After a plan fails, take time to understand why before creating a new one. Learn from past mistakes and incorporate those lessons into future strategies. Sometimes, taking decisive action with a simplified plan is more effective than endless planning. Plans are of little importance, but planning is essential. Dismissing the importance of plans might lead to undervaluing the tangible steps needed to achieve goals. While planning as a process fosters preparedness, neglecting the actual plans can result in confusion and lack of direction. Without concrete plans, efforts may become scattered and inefficient. Focus on both the act of planning and the creation of actionable plans. Use the planning process to develop clear, adaptable plans that guide your actions. Regularly review and adjust your plans to stay aligned with your objectives while remaining flexible to change. The best way to predict the future is to create it. Believing we can create the future might ignore factors beyond our control. This mindset could lead to overestimating personal influence and underestimating external variables like market trends or societal shifts. It may set unrealistic expectations and cause frustration when outcomes differ from intentions. While taking initiative is important, also acknowledge and prepare for uncertainties. Set proactive goals, but remain adaptable to change. Balance your efforts to shape your future with an openness to adjust plans as new information and circumstances arise. Vision without action is a daydream. Action without vision is a nightmare. This dichotomy suggests that vision and action must always be perfectly aligned, which can create pressure to have everything figured out before starting. It might discourage taking initial steps when the vision isn't fully clear, potentially stifling exploration and learning through experience. Begin taking small actions even if your vision isn't fully formed. Allow your experiences to refine your vision over time. Embrace a cycle where action informs vision and vision guides action, fostering growth without the need for perfection from the outset. Strategic planning will help you fully uncover your available options, set priorities for them, and define the methods to achieve them. Relying heavily on strategic planning might lead to analysis paralysis, where overthinking prevents timely action. The complexity of uncovering every option and method can be overwhelming, causing delays or indecision. Life's unpredictability often requires more agile and responsive approaches. Use strategic planning as a flexible framework rather than a rigid roadmap. Identify key options and priorities, but be willing to adapt as situations evolve. Simplify your planning to focus on immediate next steps, allowing for adjustments along the way. If you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. This absolute statement may induce fear of failure due to inadequate planning, potentially discouraging spontaneous action. It overlooks that some successes come from adaptability and learning on the go. Overemphasis on planning might inhibit creativity and responsiveness to unexpected opportunities. While planning is beneficial, also cultivate adaptability and a willingness to act when opportunities arise. Combine basic planning with openness to change. Recognize that while plans provide direction, flexibility allows you to navigate the unforeseen successfully. A plan is what? A schedule is when. It takes both a plan and a schedule to get things done. Strict adherence to schedules can create stress and reduce the quality of work if timelines are unrealistic. This approach might prioritize deadlines over the actual value and learning within the process. Overscheduling can lead to burnout and decreased satisfaction. Develop plans and schedules that are realistic and considerate of your well-being. Allow buffer time for unexpected delays and learning opportunities. Prioritize progress and quality over rigid adherence to timelines, adjusting your schedule as necessary to maintain balance. The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. Focusing on small tasks without a clear overall strategy might lead to unnecessary effort without significant progress. This incremental approach can become tedious and demotivating if the larger goal feels unattainable or lacks clear milestones to measure success. Break down your big goals into manageable tasks while keeping the bigger picture in mind. Set measurable milestones to celebrate progress along the way. Ensure that each small effort is aligned with your ultimate objective to maintain motivation and direction. Planning is everything. The plan is nothing. If the plan itself is deemed worthless, it may seem futile to invest time in creating one. This perspective might cause confusion about the purpose of planning and discourage commitment to a defined course of action. It can lead to constant changes without ever settling on a direction. Embrace planning as a valuable process for preparedness while recognizing that plans may need adjustment. Use your plan as a guide rather than a fixed path. Be prepared to adapt your plan in response to new information, maintaining a balance between direction and flexibility. Victorious warriors win first and then go to war, while defeated warriors go to war first and then seek to win. This suggests that one must be assured of victory before taking action, which can be unrealistic. Overconfidence in predetermined success might lead to underestimating challenges. Conversely, waiting for guaranteed success may result in missed opportunities due to inaction. Prepare thoroughly and increase your chances of success, but accept that uncertainty is inherent in any endeavor. Take calculated risks based on informed strategies. Be willing to engage with challenges even when victory isn't guaranteed, learning and adapting as you proceed. A bad plan is better than no plan at all. Relying on a bad plan can lead to poor outcomes and wasted resources. This mindset might encourage hastiness in planning without due diligence, potentially causing more harm than proceeding cautiously without a plan. Acting on a flawed plan may be riskier than adapting spontaneously. Strive to develop a reasonable plan, but don't rush the process just to have one. If you're unsure, start with small, low-risk actions while you formulate a better plan. Seek feedback and be prepared to revise your plan to improve its effectiveness before fully committing to it. Strategy is about making choices, trade-offs. It's about deliberately choosing to be different. Striving to be different for its own sake can lead to unnecessary complexity and confusion. Constantly making trade-offs might result in sacrificing essential elements that contribute to success. Being different isn't always better if it means abandoning what works well in favor of novelty. Focus on making strategic choices that align with your core values and objectives rather than chasing uniqueness. Evaluate the potential impact of each trade-off carefully. Sometimes the best strategy is refining and improving upon established practices rather than reinventing the wheel. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Attributing success to a combination of preparation and opportunity might overlook the role of privilege and random chance. Not everyone has equal access to opportunities, no matter how prepared they are. This perspective can inadvertently place blame on those who face systemic barriers. While preparation is crucial, acknowledge that external factors also play a significant role. Stay open to opportunities, but be mindful of the challenges others may face. Use your preparedness to not only advance yourself, but also to create opportunities for those who might not have them. Make time for planning. War stories are always better told than written. Overemphasizing planning can lead to paralysis by analysis, where excessive time spent on planning hinders actual progress. Glorifying war stories might encourage reckless action without adequate preparation or reflection. This mindset can undervalue the lessons learned from careful documentation and analysis. Balance your time between planning and execution. Use planning as a tool to guide your actions, but don't let it stop you from moving forward. Document your experiences thoughtfully so you can learn from them and share valuable insights with others. The backbone of success is hard work, determination, good planning, and perseverance. While these traits are important, this view can oversimplify success and ignore factors like luck, opportunity, and systemic advantages. It may unintentionally suggest that those who don't succeed lack these qualities, which isn't always the case. Combine hard work and determination with an awareness of external factors that influence success. Seek opportunities actively and be open to adapting your plans. Support others in their endeavors, recognizing that collaboration can enhance everyone's chances of success. There are dreamers and there are planners. The planners make their dreams come true. This dichotomy undervalues the importance of dreaming and creativity in achieving meaningful goals. Overemphasizing planning might stifle innovation and limit possibilities. Without dreams, plans can become mundane and lack inspiration. Embrace both dreaming and planning. Allow your imagination to explore new ideas and then create practical plans to bring those ideas to life. A harmonious balance between vision and action can lead to more fulfilling and successful outcomes. A goal properly set is halfway reached. Setting a goal, no matter how well defined, doesn't guarantee progress. This mindset might lead to complacency, assuming that clarity of purpose is sufficient. It can downplay the challenges and efforts required after the goal-setting phase. After defining your goals clearly, commit to consistent action and perseverance. Anticipate obstacles and plan how to overcome them. Remember that goal setting is just the beginning. Achieving them requires dedication and adaptability. Plan your work and work your plan. Strict adherence to a plan might hinder responsiveness to change and new opportunities. Life is unpredictable, and rigid plans can become obsolete quickly. This approach may cause frustration if circumstances force deviations from the original plan. Develop flexible plans that allow for adjustments as needed. Monitor your progress and be willing to pivot when necessary. Embrace adaptability as a strength and use your plan as a guide rather than an unchangeable roadmap. It's not the plan that is important, it's the planning. Dismissing the importance of the actual plan can lead to aimlessness. Without concrete steps to follow, efforts may become disjointed and inefficient. Overvaluing the process over the outcome might result in a lack of tangible achievements. Value both the planning process and the resulting plan. Use planning to gain insights and prepare for various scenarios, but also commit to executing your plan effectively. Continuously refine your plan based on experience and changing circumstances. A strategy, even a great one, doesn't implement itself. This highlights the importance of action, but might overlook the challenges of execution, such as resource limitations or team dynamics. It can place undue pressure on individuals without addressing systemic issues that hinder implementation. Pair your strategy with a realistic implementation plan. Identify potential obstacles and address them proactively. Engage and empower others involved in the process, fostering collaboration and shared responsibility for success. Plans are nothing, but planning is indispensable. Considering plans as nothing may lead to a lack of direction and purpose. While flexibility is important, not having a plan can result in wasted efforts and missed goals. Overemphasizing planning without actionable steps can be counterproductive. Use the planning process to inform and create adaptable plans. Recognize that while plans may change, having a clear direction is essential. Be prepared to adjust your plans as needed while maintaining focus on your objectives. Anticipate the difficult by managing the easy. Focusing too much on managing the easy tasks might lead to complacency and a false sense of security. By staying within our comfort zones, we may neglect preparing for truly challenging situations. Overemphasis on the easy can result in being unprepared when difficulties inevitably arise. While it's important to handle simple tasks efficiently, also push yourself to tackle more complex challenges. Gradually step out of your comfort zone to build resilience and adaptability. Preparing for difficulties requires proactive effort beyond just managing what's easy. Setting goals is the first step in turning the invisible into the visible. Merely setting goals without action can create an illusion of progress. Writing down aspirations doesn't guarantee they will materialize. This mindset might lead to frustration if one expects that goal setting alone is sufficient to achieve results. After defining clear goals, develop actionable plans and commit to consistent effort. Break down your goals into manageable tasks and set deadlines. Remember that turning dreams into reality requires dedication and persistent work beyond the initial step of setting goals. Good planning without good working is nothing. This emphasizes action over planning, but it might undervalue the importance of thoughtful preparation. Rushing into work without adequate planning can lead to mistakes and inefficiencies. Dismissing the value of planning could result in repeated errors and wasted resources. Balance planning with execution. Invest time in creating a solid plan, but don't let it prevent you from taking action. Implement your plan diligently and be prepared to adjust as you learn from experience. Both good planning and good working are essential for meaningful progress. Planning is the art of matching resources to objectives. Focusing solely on matching resources to objectives might oversimplify the complexities of planning. This approach may overlook external factors like market conditions, competition, or unforeseen obstacles. rigidly aligning resources without flexibility can limit innovation and adaptability. While aligning resources with objectives is important, also consider external variables and potential changes. Build flexibility into your plans to adapt to new information or circumstances. Encourage creative problem solving to make the most of your resources in achieving your goals. If one does not know to which port one is sailing, no wind is favorable. This suggests that lack of a fixed destination renders all efforts futile. However, rigidly adhering to a specific goal might prevent you from discovering new opportunities. Sometimes, exploration without a set endpoint can lead to valuable experiences and insights. Set clear goals to guide your efforts, but remain open to adjusting your course as you gain new perspectives. Embrace flexibility and allow yourself to explore paths that may diverge from your original plan. Balancing direction with openness can lead to unexpected and rewarding outcomes. A plan well made and a plan well executed are two halves of success. This implies that equal emphasis should be placed on planning and execution, but life often requires more adaptability. Overcommitting to a plan might make it difficult to adjust when circumstances change. Success may require more than just following a predetermined plan flawlessly. Develop a solid plan and focus on executing it effectively, but be prepared to pivot when needed. Monitor your progress and the changing environment to make informed adjustments. Recognize that flexibility and responsiveness are crucial components of achieving success. If the plan doesn't work, change the plan, but never the goal. Holding steadfast to a goal despite repeated plan failures might lead to wasted effort and missed opportunities. Sometimes the goal itself may need reevaluation in light of new information or changing circumstances. Clinging to an unachievable goal can be discouraging and counterproductive. Regularly reassess both your plans and your goals. Be honest with yourself about whether the goal remains relevant and attainable. Don't hesitate to refine your objectives to better align with your growth and the realities you face. Adaptability in both planning and goal setting can lead to more fulfilling achievements. Success doesn't just happen. It's planned for. This viewpoint might underestimate the role of spontaneity, luck, and external factors in success. Overemphasizing planning can create pressure to control every aspect, which is neither possible nor healthy. Such an attitude might lead to disappointment when things don't go as planned. While planning enhances your chances of success, also embrace the unexpected opportunities that arise. Stay flexible and be willing to seize unplanned moments that could contribute to your goals. Balance careful planning with openness to life's unpredictability. Effective performance is preceded by painstaking preparation. Insisting on exhaustive preparation before taking action can delay progress and create stress. This approach might discourage starting projects due to the overwhelming amount of preparation perceived as necessary. Perfectionism in preparation can hinder learning through experience. Prepare adequately, but recognize when it's time to start executing. Accept that you can't anticipate every variable and that some learning will occur during the process. Allow yourself to make mistakes and adjust as you go, fostering growth and improving performance over time. Strategic planning is worthless unless there is first a strategic vision. This statement might discourage practical planning efforts if one feels unsure about their vision. Waiting for a perfect strategic vision can lead to inaction. Additionally, overemphasis on vision might result in neglecting the practical steps needed to achieve it. Begin by outlining your ideas, even if your vision isn't fully formed. Allow your experiences and planning efforts to refine your vision over time. Engage in strategic planning as an iterative process where vision and action inform and enhance each other.